We back. My expert opinion. We still at it. We still pumping out this great content. I know a lot of you guys have been reaching out since the Method Man episode, and you're like, yo, Math, we need more. We need more classics like this. Funny thing about that, my guest for tonight, see, I'll be the one violating my own rules. My guest for tonight was brought up in the Method Man episode. Legendary, not just for his technique, but for his blend of, West Indian roots and the way that he rap. We got Chip Fu in the building.
Thanks for having me.
What's good, my guy?
I'm good, bro. Thanks for having me, man. Thanks for having me.
Oh, God, yeah.
Family, I hear. We did.
What it is, man. Where you want to start?
Wherever you want to start, bro, we can start.
All right. Where does it start for you, hip-hop wise?
It started for me from UTFO, actually. They used to live around the corner from where we live. We lived on 56 in Church in Brooklyn. And UTFO, Untouchable Force, used to actually be friends with my brother. And they played for his 16th birthday party.
Wow.
So what I did was I wrote a rhyme and I asked Educated Rapper if I could, rap the birthday rhyme for my brother. So I rapped it for him and he was just like, all right, cool, shorty, we gonna find this little milk crate and put you up on top there. And when your brother come in, you just sing the happy birthday rhyme for your brother.
How old were you?
I was 10 and a half.
10 and a half.
Whoa. Yeah, 10 and a half.
Nice. You remember the rhyme?
Nah,
Take him back right now.
I wish I
a classic.
But when my brother walked in, Educated Rapper was like, yo, check this, your little brother got something for you. But you know how big brothers be like, get out of here, go sleep, or whatever the case may be. But I kicked the rhyme, and then Educated Rapper was like, you need to watch your little brother. He got some spunk to him. He not scared, you get me? So then it took off from there.
Right, dope. And from there, you just decided, I'm gonna keep doing this shit.
Nah, what it was, my brother started taking me to a lot of Sound Clash parties in Brooklyn. And he sneaked me in. And I'd be the only kid there that's watching all these entertainers, Sleepy Wonder, Lieutenant Stitchy, Shinehead, all these kids, all of them when they used to come to Brooklyn. So for me, I'm standing there watching that saying, I want to do that, So then my brother was like, okay, so you want to do that? I'm going to take you to these different block parties. And when I take you there, you're just going to get on the mic. So every block party we went to, if they dropped a rhythm or whatever,
there you go.
Like, you'll get on that, you know what I mean? And I get on it, and everybody was like, yo, your little brother got he different, you know what I'm saying? So, keep it up, just keep making sure, you keep pushing him. So, big up to my brother for that, for making sure.
Yeah. Shout out to the big brother. That's what I'm talking about.
Was it always?
Some of y'all be having talented family members and y'all don't do shit about it. Shout out to your big brother.
Yeah, my big shout out to my
real
big brother.
shit, man.
Yeah.
Was it always at the speed that it was when the world got it, or did that evolve? Like did you start?
I think it evolved over a while,
Okay.
but for me, it was just like I understood. You watching Lieutenant Stitchy and Papa San and all these kids, all these guys on the Sound Clash. You understand what I'm saying? So for me, that used to rile up the crowd. So I was like, if I'm able to do this at a young age, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I go to these block parties and then they throw on the rhythm and I'm able to skip on it a different way. Everybody gonna be like, yo, Shorty is nice. So I started studying them. After studying them in Saxon and all this other stuff, then the style just came. It wasn't as aggressive in the beginning because I'm young, learning how to write the pattern, etc. You know what I'm saying? But as time went on, it got crazy. So it got crazy. It got crazy.
That don't know. He didn't start. This is not hip hop. He's saying he started it. This is the dancehall.
Dancehall.
This is right. What he's talking here is he's talking Sound Clash.
Right.
I'm talking Sound Clash.
Right. That's a whole different world.
Yes.
Okay, so you took that, and at what point did you say, yo, you know what? Now I gotta bar him to death over this beat.
I think that happened when I started listening to hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Because coming from the dancehall side, and listening to hip hop, it's like, yo, okay, I believe I can hit different pockets than they're hitting. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm coming from the dancehall perspective. So what I'm hearing is totally different. Growing up in a West Indian home, you hearing soca, you hearing reggae music, you hearing different things. So your whole perspective and syncopation is different when it comes to even writing or just listening. You know what I'm saying? So for me it was, and I played steel pan too.
You played
You played steel pan too?
You
played
was a
steel pan
true
too.
Trini.
So for me, what I'm hearing, a lot of people is not hearing.
You Trini to death. Trini
Right.
to the bone.
I don't know about to death, but born and thing, yeah. To born, we gonna say born. We gonna say born.
You still play?
Nah, not at all.
You left it alone.
Left that alone.
Yo, that'd be crazy.
Right.
Plus the freestyle hitting the
I ain't never seen that shit.
boom, 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 boom.
I ain't never seen that shit
Crazy.
before.
Nah, but
That'd be crazy though.
I want to ask this question because I realized, like, okay, like my family's from Barbados. You got Bajan and Trinidadian roots. But usually when you get into like dancehall stuff, like the lingo is more Jamaican than anything. You ever got any flack for that?
I got flack from my family because they're just like, you're not Jamaican. And I get upset when people are like, yo, he from Yard. I'm like, no, I'm not from Yard, to be honest with you, you know what I'm saying? I'm from, I'm from Brooklyn, and my parents are from the West Indies, you know what I mean? So I think as time went on and I was able to get on stage with some of them and mash up some of them, then the respect came like, oh, okay, so Bajan people can do that, or Trini people can do that, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like you can do it, but you just can't do it in that accent.
And what our
And
accent,
I don't want people to kill. I don't get all my family back home. Don't kill me for this. Don't kill me for this. But in a Bajan accent,
nah, I think it wouldn't. I think you can't do it in a
you
Bajan.
can't do it in a Bajan.
It wouldn't.
Hold on, what was the Bajan accent sound like?
Listen. Even all right. Like shout out to Rihanna. She's from Barbados. But even certain tunes that she hit,
You could hear it.
you hear more Jamaican influence
Right.
than the Bajan.
Okay, right, all right, okay.
We know what it sound like.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
You know, I ain't never heard Rihanna go God bless you on the track. I ain't never heard that.
You never heard
You know what I'm
that.
saying?
Okay,
but I might have heard a Bumbleclot Ross
you heard
a
that.
couple
You
times.
heard
You
that.
know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
You heard that.
It'd be hard to like.
Yeah, it is. But I think as time goes on, people would soon get used to certain things. You know what I mean? And I think mastering, because you're basically mastering some dance hall stuff, right? And we understand that that's from Jamaica. So respectfully, if you're gonna do that, you have to sound like that.
Right.
But you have to put your own spin on it, right? So, but you can't spin it too much.
Not too much.
You can't do that. You got to keep it authentic. You know what I mean? And that's what I learned. That you can't use the accent in certain things because you're gonna sound. You can't be the hard back Bajan man with you. You know.
There we go.
You can't do that.
There we go.
You can't do that. You know what I'm saying?
It's hard to do.
I'm probably about to ask the
Even with
same question.
Trinidadians,
you
it
can't
sound
do
like
that.
they singing. It's
Yeah,
hard to
definitely,
like.
Trini people sing.
Yeah, we sing.
It's hard to like really.
So how
really
different is
destroy
it
a
though?
nigga? You sound like
is
you're
it
singing.
extremely different? Like
It's-
who would notice? Is
It's
what I'm
so
saying.
crazy.
We
I
would
think
notice.
we would
We would
notice.
notice, yeah.
We would
definitely
notice quickly.
Yeah.
Okay, so the rest of the world, they will be like, it would just be super similar, or
Nah,
No, not at all.
there won't be
No,
any
not-
similarity.
Those is two totally different accents, like to the point where he got cursed out as a kid from his family, and it sounded different from each parent.
Yes.
The words, the
dialect is
vernacular,
different.
is
Totally different.
From his mother, he might have been stupid. From his father, he might have been a skunt. You never know. Shit, the spectrum is crazy. That guy
That's
The spectrum is crazy.
But the thing about it, though, when you think about it, coming from East Flatbush, you got people that are straight American, but because they grew up around West Indian people,
Right.
they could walk into the store, it could be a Jamaican store, and they'd be able to just talk to dude.
Right.
And you're not talking American, you're just talking like, all right, because you've lived around it for so many years that you know how to, you go to all the West Indian parties, it's like you part of the family, you know what I'm saying? Until people are like, where he from? You're like, nah, he from Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the best thing about East Flatbush is,
Crown Heights too.
yeah,
Crown Heights.
true that, I can't,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I grew up. The one thing I miss about growing up in the West Indian neighborhood, right, is that it was community driven.
Big time.
It's not so much that these days. It's not as much community these days. It's not how when I grew up. It was. I lived in a dance hall.
Yeah.
It was. We was online. They telling you empty your Dutch outside. That kind of shit. It was a good time.
The first party I ever went to was a basement party. That was different.
Hard dub.
Yeah, but you had a good time though.
Yeah, I did. I was
you
picked up in the corner. I was,
Hard dub.
I was graffiti on the wall.
Let's go.
Oh my God.
Exactly.
What is this 18-year-old girl doing?
Exactly.
It was great. It was excellent. It was excellent. Word. All right. So moving on from there, when did you start to like really incorporate like hip hop into your flow?
After hearing KRS-One, I think is when I started doing that, and after hearing Slick Rick and finding out that KRS-One's family's from Trinidad and Slick Rick's family's from Jamaica.
Right.
So I was looking toward these artists that had the West Indian lineage and see how they put their spin on it to make sure I didn't put my spin on it the same as them. But at the same time, still borrowing from them. Like, all right, cool. I say he put his words together or whatever. So those are the two artists I could say that actually pushed my pen at a young age. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Does it bother you? Because if you're familiar with the Fu-Schnickens, if you're familiar with Chip Fu, you know that like the speed, it's crazy. But you don't get mentioned with like the top guys, like the Twistas, the Tech N9nes. Why not?
I think whoever's doing the mentioning, they scared. They just scared, to be honest with you.
They pussy.
To be honest with you. See, and to be honest with you, I don't even talk like this. You get me?
Right.
But I know if you're not mentioning me is because you don't want to mention me. You get me? You rather be who you deem to be the fast dudes and they better than whomever or whatever. But, for me, it's just like, you look at these fast tracks that they have online and you look at all the comments and everybody's like, yo, why y'all don't put Chip on this? Chip would have tore this up.
Right.
What y'all doing? So my thing is, I ain't got to say nothing.
So
they know already.
Fans speak for you.
Yeah, they know already.
Word.
And if they don't know already, then let's do one of them tracks. Let me do what I got to do and we just shut that shit down and we done.
Did you ever get a chance to battle any of those guys?
Well, me and Twista, in the very beginning, we met. I'm trying to remember where this was.
I was just about to ask you this.
No, we can talk.
Like this shit got me
We
like, hold up.
can talk.
This Hoffa, trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rapper.